Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to Non-Leader Giants. And up in today's episode, we have games away to Maidenhead and at home to Gateshead. And what a start to the season it's been. As you can see there, we are top of the league currently after 7 games in our first season in the Runner National as well. We start off with 2 draws out of the first 2 games, but since then we've won 5 on the bounce. And we are looking pretty at the top of the league table, which is, of course, very, very nice. First of all, let's get to another couple of transfers. Of course, in the last episode there, we were close to sealing the loan deals of 2 players. We did seal the loan deals of those 2 players, although Pharrell Williams did join us from Birmingham on loan, I mentioned in the last episode there. But the centre-back we tried to sign, I think his name was Stickland. He chose Chesterfield over us, I think it was. And we got Kai Ludvigsson instead from Swansea. He is Welsh. Because of his name of Ludvigsson, he is part Norwegian, which is rather interesting. But what is not rather interesting, the fact that he's been pretty useless so far. He's played 4 games so far. He got an assist as well. He got a 6.68 so far. So those 3 other games have been very poor. 6.5, 6.6 and a 6.5. So he hasn't started off too well, it has to be said, Ludvigsson. But he definitely adds to the centre-back department, that is for sure. Only 19 years of age after all. Not a very, just not overall average to good centre-back, has to be said. Not really got a great department to talk of, not a great defender, not really quick or physical, and it's not great in the air either. So overall he's just decent, but at the moment he's not started off too well, it's disappointing. Also, we signed one more player as well, that is Lachlan Brook, who I got on a free transfer. He's a player I'm familiar with. I don't know why I'm familiar with him, but I know for a fact I'm familiar with him. Whether I signed him for Hereford last November or not, I don't know, or was it someone else? I'm not entirely sure. But I've definitely signed him for someone. I'm not sure it's Hereford or not though. But anyway, enough talk of that. He's joined us. He's Australian. He's 22 years of age. Probably going to play as a striker, of course. At the moment, we're not really playing with an attacking midfielder, centre, or a right winger. So the only place he can play for us is a striker. A bit similar to Ludvigsson there, but as a forward, he's not really got a standout attribute to talk of. He's just overall decent to good in his position. So yeah, I'm very happy to get him in. He hasn't really done anything so far, but saying that, he hasn't even started a game yet, so he's not going to do much not starting a game. But yeah, very happy to get him in as well. He's a decent squad option to talk of. No players have left us, so 3 new players have joined us as well. That takes the squad up to 23, I believe. Yeah, 23 players in the squad, which is a healthily big squad at this level, has to be said. It's probably too big at this level, to be honest. We've probably got a couple of players too much. As you can see, a playing time happening. There's already got 4 players who are concerned about their playing time, so probably going to get some players who have to leave at some point to try and keep the harmony in the squad. But in saying that, the harmony in the squad is great because we are currently top of the league. And let's get to the recent results. In the first game of the season there, at home New York, obviously set up with the new 4-3-3. Didn't really work, and it's safe to say that I haven't really used that since, to be honest. Go back to the 4-4-2, and it's worked a treat. We drew 1-1 in that game, though. Did really well when I changed to a 4-4-2. The next game, played Notts County away. Drew this game 1-1. If I remember correctly, I did set up with a 4-4-2. Wasn't really going too well, so I went more positive. And we did really well in the second half. We got the goal back through Josh Thomas. Has been a brilliant signing, by the way. Absolutely sensational. And since that Notts County draw, we've won 5 games on the bounce. We beat Borehamwood 3-2 at home, which was nice. Enoch Asante has been brilliant so far this season as well. We were bracing this game. And Josh Thomas with a goal. They had a mad 3 minutes in this game as well. As you see there, we scored in the 70th minute, they scored in the 71st minute, and we scored again in the 73rd minute, so that was pretty crazy. And after that, we had a sensational win. I didn't know quite how sensational it was until after the game was finished, to be honest. Because after the game was finished, I checked Chesterfield out, and they're one of the favourites for the title. So the fact that we beat them 4-0 away from home was pretty sensational. Thomas were bracing this game, Asante and Williams with a goal as well there. We then beat Fylde 2-1 at home, Roberts and Matthews on the score sheet. We then beat Halifax 3-1 away, which is a comfortable win. Josh Thomas with another brace, Asante again. And then just for the episode, played Bromley at home, won this game 2-1. Did start with a 4-4-2 again, but I did change things around about the 30-minute mark because we wasn't getting any joy in the game at all. Bromley set up with pretty much a back 7. 3 centre-backs, 2 DMs and 2 wing-backs. So decided to change things up in that game. Went with a 4-3-3 attacking, and it worked a treat after that. We created lots of chances, and we won the game 2-1 in the end. Thomas with a brace again in this game, and he's been absolutely flying currently. Talking of Thomas, he's top goal scorer in the league currently. He's played 7 games. He's got 8 goals and 2 assists as well. So at the moment, he is looking like a brilliant signing. Also worth a mention of Enoch Asante as well. Those 2 up front, Paul Williams and Lachlan Brook can't get a look in at the minute, but that's because they've been sensational together. 7.79 from Thomas, 8 goals and 2 assists, as I said. And Enoch Asante with 7.7 rating as well, 4 goals and 2 assists. So those 2 have been flying and building up a brilliant partnership up there as well. Sam Matthews again, brilliant start to the season. 7 games, 2 goals and 4 assists. And Dinzai with 6 games, no goals, no assists, but A lot of clean sheets with 7.2 there as well. So 4 players really standing out in the season so far. It hasn't been a brilliant start to the season in terms of performances, but we're grinding out results. And we've won 5 in a row, which of course is very nice. But first of all, we've got Maidenhead away from home. They're sitting in the relegation zone, I believe. So hopefully we can win this game. Should be able to. Also, similar to last season, of course, if you've watched last season, you'll know that I did set up with balanced at home and cautious away from home. And it's working out a treat in these games so far as well. Bit of a, well, I wouldn't say a crisis, but a bit of a rotation in this game as well, though, because only 3 days since the Bromley game. Maguire gets his first start of the new season today in place of Matthew Carson, who needs a rest. He'll be playing against Gateshead, hopefully. Also, Ludvigsen comes back into the team in place of Ronnie Nelson, who's been a bit indifferent at the start of the season as well, but he did have a good game last time around. So, struggling to find a partner for Dinzay at the moment, but Ludvigsen gets another start today. Also, Hammond comes in the team. Ben Acey been a little bit hit and miss, has to be said. Josh Thomas is a little bit tired, but I can't rest him for today's game in such a big game for us as well. So Maidenhead away from home. Can we start off the episode with a win? Well, let's find out. Well, 5 wins on the bounce. Can we make it 6 in today's game? Hopefully I can start impressing some other clubs. Obviously start off the new season great, and obviously, as I said before at the start of the series here, it is a mix between a non-league to Giants and a journeyman save. So I'm already looking for my new job to see where I can go. But at the moment, you know, any League 2 or Venom National jobs they might offer me, I seriously have to consider it, because of how we started to the new season here. It might be a bit foolish to leave Dover, because at the moment we're looking like promotion candidates, to tell you the truth. Please remember, guys, if you like this video, hit that like button for me, and also hit that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out, and you much appreciated as well. So why I say that, we've got a free kick here through Matthews. He forces a save from the keeper, and it's gone for a corner. Lively start to the game here. Matthews to the corner now, the set piece god. Come on, Matthews. Can I make it 1-0 here? He crosses it in. Comes back to him. Definitely on the front foot in this early stages here. Here's Hammond. A decent signing so far, Hammond. Back to Dinzay. There's been nothing sensational at the start of the season, though, as I said. Just grinding out results. And, yeah, some games have been better than others, of course. Away to Chesterfield 4-0 is very nice. Been relying on these two up front this season, though. If it weren't for those two, I don't know where it would be, to be honest with you. But, yeah, can't complain at all. 5 wins, 2 draws, 5 in a row. Unbeaten for the season so far. Just been promoted as well, so maybe I should not say anything about not being amazing so far. But anyway, that half-time whistle went round very quickly there, to be honest. And it looked like a lively period, but since that period, not much has happened, to be honest with you. And the first time in a while, both Asante and Thomas have been quiet at half-time. Anyway, argue the case we are the better team in the match, so I'm not going to change too much here, if anything. Oh, we've got a free kick chance here now for Maidenhead. I haven't seen anything from him in the game. And Barker's comes balling in there. Good save from Kovacevic, who's unfortunately an England under-19 player. So we missed him for 1 game, but didn't backfire on us, though we won the game. But that's a bit annoying. I don't want him in the England under-19 setup, because obviously he'll miss games for us, which is not good. Not good at all. And the front two have not been good today, has to be said. Thomas is tired as well, so we'll take him off. Bring on Brook. You know what? I'll take Roberts off as well. I'll bring on Romain Mundell for him. Well, bit of a dull game, it has to be said. Rather poor, actually. Looking like a better team late on here, though. But yeah, terrible game. Terrible. 10 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go here. Wow, what an awful start to the episode. We saw about 2 highlights in the game, I think it was. We were the better team in the game. You look at the XG there. The back 5 did really well, to be fair. They obviously get the clean sheet today. So defensively looked really good. Also, the ball midfielder and Hammond did really well as well. So defensively looked solid, which is great, of course. But going forward, yeah, not much to talk about. Both wingers didn't have a great game. Mundell didn't do anything when he came off the bench, and the strikers didn't do anything either. So going forward, rather lacklustre in the first game of the episode here. But defensively, rather solid. And we're still unbeaten for the season. 5 wins, 3 draws now. The winning streak is over, though, which is disappointing. But, yeah. Disappointing start to the. They are in a relegation zone after all, Maidenhead, but obviously we're not going to win every single game of the season. So if you're not going to win, at least don't lose. That's my motto here. We've been overtaken at the top now by Barrow. We're down to 2nd place with 18 points. So still a great start to the season. We've got Gateshead at home next. Can we make it a win out of the episode and beat Gateshead at home? Well, here's me talking about new jobs, and look what happens just between the games here. Dover offer you a new contract. I'm willing to offer you a new contract on £725 per week. Well, just have a little bit of a think about it. But funny enough, I just literally looked at the job security of the teams, literally, and pressed spacebar, and this came up. So very, very weird, very big coincidence there. I'm not actively looking to see my next job already, but I am got one eye on it. I'm not going to lie, because I'm doing really well to start. Well, we're doing really well, the whole team, at the start of the new season. And of course, it'll be time soon when people will start losing their jobs. I'm looking at these League One teams here, a little bit ambitiously, it has to be said. Maybe the League Two teams as well. But yeah, I've decided that I don't think I'm going to accept the new contract, because I find it highly doubtful we'll be relegated now. And obviously, the minimum expectation for this season is to avoid relegation. So if someone doesn't offer me a job, I'm sure I'll get offered a new contract at some point down the line as well. So I'm going to do something a little bit controversial here. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no to the new 2-year contract, just to keep my options open a little bit, and maybe not off-put some other clubs who are looking to get into me. So I'm sorry, Jim Parmenter. You've been a bit of a hero of mine, but I'm going to walk away from the negotiations. Anyway, Gateshead at home coming up next. So a little bit of a disappointing first game of the episode there, but hopefully we can get the win at home to Gateshead here. I really hope we do. As I said, in that last game there, defensively looked very solid, but going forward was very lacklustre. Made a few changes for today's game. Carson comes back in at left back, who's our number 1 left back for the season. Nelson comes in for Ludvigsen as well. Also, Charters comes back in the team in replace of Hammond as well. So hopefully the strikers can do better today. We've got a fully fit Josh Thomas, so hopefully he can get on the score sheet. So I've just rejected the new contract. Hopefully that won't backfire on me though, and we can beat Gateshead at home. Well, I bigged the strikers up at the start of the episode here, and they let me down there against Maidenhead, but hopefully they can turn up here against Gateshead and we get an early lead here. Oh my word, Nelson almost scored. He's definitely a threat in the air. He's 6'5", so he should be. He's they're both 6'5" centre backs, 2 giants there, so that's great to see. A bit of an early danger there for us. Dominating possession so far, so really taking the game to Gateshead in a minute. Anyway, we've got on the highlight again. Here's Matthews. Come on, boys. Let's get a goal in this game at least. Matthews with a lovely cross there. AC, been disappointing loan signing so far. Asante's there. Oh, my word. What a strike from the boy. What a strike from Enoch Asante. Well, he's not technically very gifted. That is for sure. But he's looked technically quite gifted this season, to be honest. He's been pretty good, actually. What a strike from Enoch. Brilliant. Genesini with a throw there to Matthews. He's taken the right back spot from Wilson as well. Wilson's been terrible. He played 3 games, 6.5, so he's not starting until he sorts his act out. What a strike that is from Asante though. Brilliant. Thomas with the assist as well. Lovely start to the match here. Dominating Gateshead in the early stages. Back on top as well currently, which is great to see. Only 1-0 though, of course. Be nice to get a second goal in the game. A little bit of a cushion in the game. That would be very nice. Oh, word. Dinzay missed his header there. Oh, no. Oh, that was lucky. I said I was lucky. They still almost scored, but that was lucky there. Bit of a bullet dodge there, has to be said. Robertson's playing well there in the middle of the park, which is nice to see. Here's Genesini to Charters. Nice. Sante. That might be offside. It's not offside. Get in. Josh Thomas with the goal. We're 2-0 in the game. I did mention these two before the first game. They let me down, but they haven't let me down this game. It looks like me rejecting the new contract has not turned the club upside down, which is great to see. They probably don't even know about the new contract, to be fair, today. So yeah, probably it's between me and the chairman or chairperson, as we have to say these days. But anyway, here's Gateshead, straight from the kickoff. Here's Habagum. Martin gives it to Asante. We're playing with our tails up in a minute here. Looking for Thomas. Who make it 3-0? Oh, wayward from the top goal scorer in the league there, Josh Thomas. Did say when I signed him as well. I don't know if he'd be prolific or not, but I think he's shut me up there, to be honest. He's top goal scorer in the league currently, and doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon. As I said, these two, their partnership's been amazing so far. Absolutely amazing. Played together every single game, bar one, the start of the season. Up front at least. Anyway, here's Thomas again. Looking for Roberts this time. Breaking through midfield. Oh, he runs straight into Senior. We still got it though. Can we get a third goal before half time? What a lovely start to the match this is. Nelson, oh my word. What pass that is. Is he offside? No, it's not. Here's Tinkler. That's a nice name. Tinkler. Anyway, here's Nelson. Looking for another long range pass. My word. What's his passing attribute? 20? Here's AC. Loses, but I say he's been disappointed loan signing AC. Apparently he's our best player at the club, according to the media, but he hasn't really shown anything like being close to being the best player at the club currently. He's got 1 assist in the league so far. Rather poor. But anyway, here's Carson. This is a long old highlight. Here is AC to Thomas. Oh, almost 3-0. We are dominating Gateshead in this first half here. Absolutely battering them. The midfield are doing really well. The strikers are doing really well as well, so Happy days, happy days. Very happy that first half. Still only 2-0 though, so can't get too carried away. The game is not over yet, but we're looking really good. Can we get the third goal though to kill off Gateshead in this game? Be very nice. Well, we're back to second place again because Barrow are winning. They're beating Solihull Moors 1-0 at home. Of course, it's still too early to be thinking about things like a title race or anything like that. But it's looking good at these early stages, has to be said. Anyway, 2-0 up here. 30 minutes to go. Let's make a couple of changes. Let's give Liam Higgins a go. Bring him on for AC. And also, they feel done really well today. But you know what? Let's bring on Mundle for Roberts. Let's see what Mundle can do. He's another good player, Mundle. I was tempted to play him today with Roberts and play Charles on left, but neither Roberts or Mundle can defend very well, so I decided against it. Anyway, back on the highlight again here. 20 minutes to go. Gateshead scoring this highlight is squeaky bum time towards the end. We scored this highlight though, and it could be game over here. Here's Mundle, on for Roberts. Spotted the wrong Thomas. Come on, Thomas, kill him off. What a miss. He snatched at his opportunity there, and here will come Gateshead on the counter-attack, but Jarvis has no idea what he's doing there. That was pretty terrible. Do I make a final change? Nah, you know what? I don't make a final change. I only make final change if it's about 3 or 4 in the lab. 2-0. It's not enough. Not enough. When we get an injury or get a player sent off, can't risk it. Especially at these lower levels here. Can change in just an instant. Blackett heads it on, but to no one, because no one is there. So that's what we like to see. Nelson just picks up rather easily. Here's Carson. Running for the middle here. Still going, Carson. Looking for Thomas, but Mohamed's there to head it back to Montgomery. Bit of a wayward pass that from our left back, Carson there. Genesini with a good covering there. We've got a giant back four, by the way. A giant back five, actually. The keeper's 6'4". I think the right back's 6'4". The two centre backs are 6'5", and the left back's 6'3". So, yeah. Bit of a giant team there, us Dover in the back four. Anyway, here's Thomas, who's not a giant, but he scores goals. And he scored another goal. Get here. That is game over now. We're 3-0 up in the game. You know what? Let's make our final change here. Lachlan Brook can come on. We'll bring him on for Asante. Won't take Thomas off. He's on a hat-trick, the lad. And we haven't got a game in 3 days' time. So he'll get a rest for a week after this game. Let's see if Thomas can get a hat-trick. Listen, I think we've got a game in 3 days' time. I hope we haven't got a game in 3 days' time. I didn't really check, actually. So that'd be a bit of a boo-boo, wouldn't it? Anyway, I think it's game over now. By far the better team in the game. Kovacevic, well, he's very eccentric, put it that way. He's got high eccentricity. He's had positive games, has to be said. He still needs to improve drastically. He's only 18 though, but other goalkeepers are catching my eye. But at the moment, Kovacevic is still number one, of course. Anyway, here's Matthews. Make it 4-0. No, he put it in a nice position, but no one's there to tap it in. Thomas is on a hat-trick, as I said. It'd be nice if we could get a hat-trick. Here's Jarvis. Yeah, 6 minutes to go. We're not going to see 3 goals now, are we? Surely not. Surely not. Here's Tinkler. Dinzay wins it. He passes it to Carson. He passes it to Mundle. Dinzay kicks along. Gateshead to get the ball back though. Here's Sousa. Blackett's looking to run in between our defence. Behind our defence, sorry, not between our defence. That makes no sense. Genesini's there to cover again. As I said, Callum Wilson was a number 1 right back at the start of the season, but he was really poor. So Genesini's a number 1 right back now. Here's Blackett through on goal though. He's not going to score as he is going to score. It's 3-1. So maybe it's not quite game over yet. 6 minutes to go. We've still got a healthy 2-goal lead, but that is disappointing. Blackett through on goal there. 3-1, but we should be alright, I hope. Couple minutes to go. 5 minutes added time. Yeah, I think we're going to be alright. Well, I say that. Back on the highlight again. They get a second goal here. I'll be very, very tense. Oh no, Dinzay. You've been caught out, Dinzay. Kovacevic with a decent save there. Nelson's going to... That's surely their final chance now. In terms of scoring a goal at least. Surely it has to be. Here's Mundle. No reason to panic, Kenny. We won the game comfortably. Disappointing the fact that we couldn't keep a clean sheet, but we have won the game comfortably in the end. Matthews with a lovely pass out to Higgins. Higgins, the versatility man. Pass to Carson. Come on. Get in the box. Make it 4-1. No. It's gone for a corner, though. I think it's safe to say we have won the game now, though, which is brilliant, of course. Can we get a 4th goal, though? Corner Matthews to take it. So we've got a team of Giants. Matthews crosses it in. That's a fair point, actually. I'll keep the right back and the left back back. Maybe I should change that to 2 other players because they're seen as they're both very tall. So, yeah, might have to look at that. But anyway, enough talk of that. It's a 3-1 win. Get in there. Didn't start off too well to the episode. 0-0 going forward was terrible. But those two, as I keep mentioning, brilliant again. Asante with a goal and assist to 9.3. Thomas with a goal and assist, well, 2 goals and an assist, and a 9.1. So those two have one hell of a partnership this season, which is brilliant. The 2 centre-backs did really well as well. Despite conceding the goal, they did really well. So yeah, great win there. Great performance as well. Would have been nice to have kept a clean sheet, but you cannot have it all. We are top of the league though, because Barrow dropped points behind Solomon Moores. I said it's far too early to start thinking about that, but it's been a great start to the season, which of course is very, very nice. So that is absolutely brilliant. So yeah, top of the league. At the end of the episode, 4 points from the episode, 0-0 draw and a 3-1 win. Very, very happy with that. In terms of the next episode, guys, well, I'll aim to bring you back for the games at the end of November there. Home to Dagenham and Redbridge and away to Torquay. They're both having quite a poor season. We've got some big games coming up, of course. Away to Scunthorpe, obviously a big team at this level. Woking, Solomon Moores. Well, every game's a big game at this level for sure. So, well, every game's a big game in general, isn't it? So, what am I talking about? But anyway, in terms of the next episode, guys, I'll bring you back for the games, as I said. Home to Dagenham and Redbridge and away to Torquay. And please remember, if you like this video, to hit that like button for me. And also, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button as well. Really help me out. And you're much appreciated as well. Thanks again for watching. And I'll see you for the next one.